Happy Sunday everyone, welcome to Megan's View. So today I'd like to talk about time management, but before I do so, I'm sorry that in the last video I sounded really tired, but I was tired and I don't sound very enthusiastic, but I really meant to. Anyway, having said that, the title of today is time management. Now time management is a very important thing. If you're good at time management, you're going to be pretty well set for life. Time management is very important, all throughout your life. When you're at school, like even you're a very young child, when you're in college, when you're at university, and when you have a job, ultimately, and having to do other stuff to do with life. So the thing I'm going to focus on today is university work or college work or school work and getting that in on time. Now, it's really important to get all your university work done in time, because if you don't, you're going to get a 0 for every single assignment you get in, or you're going to get 5% deducted every single day you haven't submitted your work. Now, time management is a really hard thing to do, and I'm not going to say to you guys, oh my god, I found it so easy, it's the easiest thing you could ever do, blah 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 blah, it's the best thing you can ever think about. It's horrible. Time managing is disgusting. Now, when you're at university or college or school, you want to have a social life. Now, social lives are good. You can go out if you're over 18 in the UK or over 21 in the US. Legally, of course. But, yes, you can go out legally and you can drink and go clubbing or go to the pub, go to parties, go to socials if you're at university. But it's also really important that you time manage. You could go out and be social all the time, like every single night, go out, get alcohol, every single night go out to see your friends, every single night do this, every single night do that. But that is clearly not the best thing to do, because the most important thing you can get out of life is achieving. Now, achieving is the most important thing, so you need to go to, firstly, time management. Firstly, number one, always go to lectures, always go to your classes. Even if you're late for a class, that is okay. If you make your class in time, that's perfect, but always go to your classes. Education is the most important thing for you to get a job, because you can get apprenticeships, which are the same thing, but getting a good education, getting a good degree, getting a good college, whatever score, A-levels, etc., is the most important thing in the world, because you're going to get a good job if you get a degree, and so you should always turn up to lectures. Now, 2, do not go out the night before lectures. If you go out and get drunk before you go to lectures, you're not going to really want to do anything the next day. Now, it's alright if you have a few days off at uni. So if you go out, say what I do, I go out on a Wednesday every week with my athletics team. And it's alright, because if you've got the day after, you can kind of recover and you can just do a bit of work. And that leads me to number 3. Sports teams or societies. Now, it's amazing to be part of a sports team or society. I'm part of one of the athletics team in my university. I absolutely love them guys. I love spending time with them. Now, being in a society or sports team means a lot of effort, because you have to do training with them. You have to go to socials with them, you've got to go to competitions with them. However, they shouldn't be the whole of your life. You shouldn't go to every single thing. You can't go to every single training session because you've got to get assignments in. So make sure you time manage how many times you go training and how many times you spend with your athletics team, because you need to get your education. So that brings me to 4. Assignments. Now, assignments, this is the worst thing for me, doing my worst weakness. Now, people always say it's better to get it done earlier rather than later. Now, I know that loads of my friends do this. They get all their assignments out of the way before they even have to worry about the deadline. Now, for me, I find this a really hard thing to do. The reason why is because I find it really hard to motivate myself to do any assignments before they're due, because I like working to a deadline. I like working last minute and typing away. However, this is not a very good practice to get into. So if I was you, I would do or start to look at your assignments early on. This is because if you get it completely wrong, you can always redo it if you've got the time. Now for me, the last assignment of the term or the year is always the hardest. It's always the hardest one because you always find it the toughest because you've literally been tired because you've been working all year. It's also really hard because it tends to be the most heavily weighted assignment and there's always loads of things to it. Now for me, my last two assignments have been more statistically based and computer based, and that's my weakness. So make sure you do your assignments on time and you don't do it until the last night because that's going to freak you out. So for me today, I'm going to be typing away and doing a booklet of how to do various things on GIS, and I'm going to get this done today, and this is my deadline today to do it. I'm going to hopefully start looking at my maths today as well, because I might have to change what I was going to do because there's no data on what I want to do. So if you leave, and this is due in 2 days time, so that means that because I'm thinking about it now and I thought about it yesterday, that means that you have plenty of time to look at it and go, right, I'm going to have to do 4 maps. They're not going to be the best maps because I've left not enough time to do them, but however I can get them done, because that's the most important thing, to make sure you can get things done and not get freaked out about it. And that brings me to 5. Do not stress. Do not worry. Worrying is the worst thing when doing time management or anything. Make sure you don't sort of freak out and start crying and literally throw things around the room, because from personal experience that doesn't work out too well. And try not to break down in class because that's embarrassing, I can tell you that. So make sure you don't stress about it. If you get too stressed, you can always do a number of things. You can step out of your house for a bit, spend time with your friends for about 2-3 hours. You can always just go for a run or do exercise or just dance around. Or you can also read a book or sit outside or walk around for a bit, because my mother and father have always told me if you're really, really stressed out, a nice walk clears your head and makes you want to work. Now, another thing that I think would be the best if you want to get stuff done is think about your motivation. Now, when I went to this summit called the Knowledge to Action Youth Leadership Summit in 2011, when was it? 2013? Yeah, 2013 I mean. There was a number of speakers, motivational speakers, life coaches, etc. who were talking at the event. And there was one amazing way you can motivate yourself, and I don't do this, but I think I need to. It is draw a picture of your motivation. Draw a picture of whatever you want to get done in life. So say you want to get married, make a lovely picture of a wedding and a child and wedding rings and stuff like that, so you can think about, yeah, I need to get in a relationship, or yeah, I need to find someone, yeah, I need to sort of settle down, if that's what you want to do. However, if you are finding it hard to motivate yourself at university, the best way to do it is to draw a picture and draw you with your ideal job. You with the money, you with a house, you with a car, or write this down. And just say to yourself, okay, so this is what I want to do in life, and if I don't do it, then yeah. Anyway, so I hope that's helped you with time management. Make sure you structure your time. Make sure you don't just spend too much time on one thing, and also make sure that you do have fun, but in limit. Don't be stupid and go out every single night and just not be able to do anything. And yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I hope I sound a bit more wide awake and happy and less coffee. So yeah, so I'll speak to you soon. And if you want to subscribe, please click the subscribe box down below. Thumb it up, like it, and please comment if you need any more advice. Thank you very much.